richest people in the world, what is his yog? And when I talk about yog, I mean about the Panchang Yogs, because they are far more strong in nature than the yogs that we see in the chart, because they talk about the kind of appreciation, the kind of love, the kind of happiness one can get from their surroundings in their life. So let's talk about Warren Buffett. What do you think is his yoga? And what is so special about his yoga? Well, he was born under one of the most feared yoga, which is known as the Vyaghat. When we go to an hospital and when we are supposed to go and get some x-ray done, do we think that who was the person behind getting this technology on board? We don't. But there was this lady called Marie Curie, who was a holder of 2 Nobel Prizes. And so we know that she was obviously a very intelligent lady and she had done a lot of contributions. But do we know how hard her life was? And why is it that we find that her life was hard? And it is the Vyhat Yog. So we can see that the Vyhat Yog will bring with it a lot of bounty. That is the very positive side of it. So anybody who has this yoga and is down and in the doldrums that yes, I am not born with a very good yoga. Well, it is time for you to rethink and redo your settings. Why? Because this is a very beautiful yoga which brings about a ability, about a characteristics who is capable of achieving great heights. Yes, there are certain obstacles that will come, as we would have seen in the charts of Marie Curie and in the chart of Warren Buffett. But what are they? They are just stepping stones that one needs to cross. So when I begin with the chart of Warren Buffett, or Vyhat Yog, let me tell you a few of its qualities. One of the qualities is high-end achievers. Two, lot of problems, lot of stepping stones, should I say, or a lot of boulders on the way that you can turn into stepping stones. An ability to be deceived by people near you. But you have a spirit, you have an ability to conquer it all, because the deity of this yoga is Vayudev. You have that stamina within you to prod on till the very end. So the capabilities are very enhanced. Again, wherever you go, whichever association you make, you would by far be the most industrious, and you would also be the most one to gather all the work there. So you become the center of attraction, or you become the center of gravity for work that is being done in any organization. And you can take the case of Marie Curie or Warren Buffett, both. If you look into their lives, you would see that Marie Curie started working on this radioactivity with her spouse, with her husband, Henry Curie. And he passed away. But she did not deflect. She continued, prodded on with his work. And though both of them were given the Nobel Prize in the first instance, she continued with his work to the level that she got the second Nobel Prize. What more? The very activity, radioactivity, things that she brought forth for us, which made so much of medical inventions possible, was the reason of her death. But that did not stop her from working. So your ability to keep working becomes great, and that is the reason people respect you a lot. Even in Warren Buffett's case, he is well respected because there is no end to the work he can do. But the second point is, you are very respected, you are fierce, but there are very few who will love you. And I don't need to go back and tell you what happened. You can always look into the charts of Marie Curie and Warren Buffett to see the kind of the respect that they command. But they are not loved by many people. Again, as we move forward, they can be very argumentative. If they stand on their ground, they will not budge, and that they can face any problem with it. So here again we see an adamant nature, we see a forceful nature that is with them. They're also courageous. They can be loving and kind too. That side, or the soft side, is also there. Like a cool breeze, they can be loving and kind, but like a tornado, when they need to stand their ground or when they need to be destructive, they can also be destroy. The yogi planet in this case is Venus. So let's look at the yogi planet that we see in these in this yoga, in these charts for Marie Curie as well as Warren Buffett. In the case of Warren Buffett, Venus is well placed in the 10th house along with an exalted planet Mercury. Though Venus is debilitated, but it's an exalted Mercury in the 10th house of business. And so this Mercury supports this Venus, and he has been able to. Venus also represents business. It is the karak for money too. So in his business, he has been able to make phenomenal amount of money, and that is the blessing that we find. The yogi planet, wherever it sits in your chart, that is the area, that is the zone that it blesses you with. Hard work, because 6th house lord also is Venus, and the 11th house where you have so much name and fame all around you. That is how this Venus has blessed him, and that is the yogi planet. When we look into the chart of Marie Curie, we see that for Marie Curie, Venus is sitting in the 12th house of discoveries. Venus is sitting in the 12th house with so many other planets of Mercury, Mars, and Saturn. Mars is Swagrahi. And we also see that the 12th house is of international name and fame. When you get two uh, Nobel awards, Nobel prizes, what more do we need in terms of international recognition? So Vyhat Yog is not something that we need to be afraid of. There is enough. There is enough in this yog that will bring you a lot of that will bring you a lot of happiness in terms of recognition, ability to face any situation. Certain circumstances may be grueling for you. It can be punishing for you. It can give you a direct hit, as in case of Marie Curie's chart. She lost her spouse in a freak accident. It can give you some pain, as in case of Warren Buffett, where he and his spouse separated for a long period of time. So that feeling is there, but nevertheless, an ability to continue on is what you get from Vyhat Yog. So next time somebody says Vyhat Yog, you say yes, Vyhat Yog. It's a good one at that. So till we meet with you again, stay safe. Thank you.
Icon for fresh updates. Don't forget to like, share, and comment on the videos, and please subscribe to our channel.